Hey guys, welcome back to Chaos Zero Nightmare. In today's video, we've got the new patch notes out, so we're going to come and take a quick look at these ones. Now, it does say that they're coming on the 15th, which is currently today for me. It's currently 5 p.m. on the 15th, so it should be any time soon. They don't have an exact time that I could see of the update, so this is just when the patch notes went live at 3:30. So that's what it is. That's what we got. Let's take a look at these notes. We had the dev notes yesterday, so let's go through it. So additional fixes first. This web page always like the top just sketches so bad. Additional fixes: an event in the dimensional tunnel of the Laboratory Zero Chaos that offered lower rewards than the other areas at its difficulty has been removed. Cool. The acquisition probability of forbidden cards in the dimensional tunnel has been increased. Okay, because those cards, like, I swear they never came, and I was just getting screwed by the tunnel, so I started skipping the tunnel. So good to see, because that's like the main draw of the new season, because the monster cards are kind of ass because they cost 80 points. So not really much point in those, so that's good. Zero system, upgrade effects now apply to all chaos. Perfect. Affected content, Chaos, Zero System, and the Galactic Chaos. So even the base Chaos gets those benefits as well. So if you're running back there to do anything, maybe just to hit the different zones without having to pay refreshes just to get the different occurrences, that's handy. Difficulty levels 9, 10, and 11 will be added. Dude, 8 is bloody hard. So this is going to be a good challenge. I'm curious to see what kind of save data values we get. The Chaos Interior Boss for difficulties levels 9 to 11 will appear as a rare species. Okay. And then we've got extra first clear rewards. Hey, I'm cool with first clear rewards. Particles of memory, okay. All right, sweet. Take some extra rewards. Recommended level 95, 110, 130. Damn. Chaos Orbs will be added to the rewards in Laboratory Zero Chaos. Starting from difficulty level 2, Chaos Orbs are additionally obtained upon defeating the boss. Upon defeating boss, you get... Okay, that's actually really nice. So then you can farm them up from doing the event Chaos, which doesn't cost you Chaos Orbs to do, but then you now have a stockpile of Chaos Orbs to go into the Zero system. I do really like that. Normal rare species will now appear in Laboratory Zero Chaos. I'm not sure what normal rare species is, but you guys let me know. I'm not too familiar with the term. Penalty rules in the Laboratory Zero Chaos will be updated. Starting from difficulty level 5, 1 to 3 penalties will be applied at random. The penalty list will match the list used in Zero System Codex. That's the debuffs that you get and that you can reshuffle. But starting from level 5, 1 to 3, does that mean they're removing it from the lower levels? I'm not too sure, because we've like at level 6, 7, 8, you've already got those penalties that you're re-rolling anyway. So cool beans. Some unidentified area choice rewards in Laboratory Zero Chaos will be improved. Okay, emergency broadcast is okay. One of them before decrease stress by 3. One random combatant gains epiphany. Good. Okay, before increase max health. Trigger Nihilium epiphany to one select card. That's pretty nice. Honestly, sometimes that 20% can help in hard runs. But yeah, I'll take the divine epiphany. This one, before convert one selected common card into neutral cards. I don't really like these. I never go for them. Increase stress by 5. Trigger the epiphany. That's good. This is getting really good. Before decrease stress by 9. Select and duplicate one card from 3 random. Thank you. Because this stress by 9 one, I feel like always pops up. So as long as it stays at high frequency, this is the big thing in my last video that I was asking for. We need to get this under control so we can reliably dupe the cards that we want to, because obviously at the bosses, it's still heavily RNG. Unidentified area choice rewards encountered in dimensional tunnel of the Laboratory Zero Chaos will be improved. Okay, before, apply 1 memory enhancement debuff, decrease strength by 6. Now it's enhancement encroachment. Apply 1 encroachment, 1 select combatant gains an epiphany. That's good. Decrease stress by 3 has been turned into 1 random combatant gets an epiphany. That's good. 1 random combatant gets an epiphany to trigger a divine epiphany on 1 random. That's sweet. I'm liking this already. It's making the runs feel like they're going to be a lot more satisfying. Galactic Disaster Season equipment 5 types and cards 3 types will be improved. Okay. When an ally, yeah, I know this one, used a forbidden, so shield for 1 turn. Okay, it's permanent gain, no longer for one turn on the shield. Okay, cool. So it's a permanent gain on that one. Still not my favorite, but hey, it is what it is. The next one, at the end of the turn, if you have 5 or more cards in hand, 140% fixed shield, and now it's down to 3 or more cards. That makes this one much more viable for some protection through your runs. Before, when an ally uses a forbidden card, recover 3% max health. When an ally uses a forbidden card, recover 3% max health and 80% max shield, fixed shield. That's really nice. But now, hopefully, with the increased drop on forbidden cards, this becomes a thing you can do more. The dopamine injector. All I think when I read this is that that dude doing the beatbox to dopamine. It's an absolute mad beatbox. If you haven't listened to the dopamine beatbox, search it up. I played it once on stream and I got copyright struck, but look it up. It's sick. Anyway, the dopamine injector. When drawn with ability, plus 20% damage amount for one turn, 2 times per turn. When drawn with the ability, increase damage amount by 20% for one turn. So it's a multiplicative instead of additive effect. Mutant Predator Spike. Before, when there are 6 or more cards in hand, damage amount increased by 30%. Now it's 4 or more cards in hand. That is much more viable to obtain and reliably do. So that's really, really nice. Card adjustments, 3 types. Okay. Cost 2, 1 time per turn. Oh wait, is this? Okay, the change is it's now got lead. When there's 6 or more cards in hand, the cost of 1 random card changes to 0. Okay, cool. This one before, cost 2, 1 time per turn. Upon using 4 cards, draw 1, and now it's a lead. Okay, nice. The lead ones are handy because then you can also use that item if you need to get these going. And this one becomes a lead again. Create 1 random forbidden card in hand. So adding lead to these ones. Cool beans. Moving on from that, some memory fragments set. Options will be improved. Okay, the 4 sets in general are just arse. There's a couple of places where they're good, but in general, I'm sticking to 2s. So let's see what we've got. The passion set. When upgrade cards are used, increase the damage amount of the next 5 passion cards by 15%, goes up to 20%. Honestly, not a crazy buff. So this is going to come down to, we'll get the Teb Pridewood to go ahead and run the calcs on this and find out if they are now worth it, because that's just a 5% damage increase for the void cards, because a lot of it is, the problem is that they refer to, like on the green set, is this the order set? When attack cards are used, increase damage amount of order cards by 5%, and now that goes up to 10%. Max 2 times. Okay, so now you're getting a 20% buff instead of a 30% buff, but it only takes 2 times to do it. The one problem is, it's increasing the damage amount of order cards. So for someone like Hugo, where his main damage doesn't come from a card, well, he's not benefiting from this. So I still think that if they could change some of the fundamental wording of these things, they would get better. Because the instinct one, when there are 4 or more cards in hand, increase the damage amount of the instinct cards by 15 up to 20. I still don't think this is going to make me... it's going to come down to calcs basically, but I still think some characters fundamentally don't work with the mechanics of those cards. An event in Dimensional Tunnel of Laboratory Zero Chaos that offered lower rewards than other areas has been removed. Okay, that was the thing at the top. That was weird. I think this was an error leaving this in at the top. The acquisition probability of forbidden cards in Dimensional Tunnel has been increased. Cool. Error fixes. An issue where the event, yada, yada, yada. Okay, that's a bug. An issue where... intermittent errors occurred in Laboratory Zero. One thing I think they've really got to sort out is the syncing error. Like I fully cleared the event boss. I got 9 of 9 on it on my phone. And then I went and jumped on my computer and it's telling me 6 of 9. And then I log out of my computer, log on my phone, it's telling me 9, log back onto my PC and it's telling me 6 of 9. And I could literally take a screenshot of them both logged in and then but the computer just on the logging out screen, but you can still see it. And they both have different, and it's the same account. So it's really weird, the syncing issues. That's something I think they really need to look into. An issue where defeating... Okay, so these just seems like general bugs. An issue where Eloise... Eloise and Bria's effect, the partners, relating to creating, obtaining status ailment cards did not apply correctly when Chiron converted cards into futility cards through the Oath and Vanity will be fixed. Could this be a big buff? Let me know. I'm not a big Chiron guy, but let me know if this is actually a good buff for Chiron, if this is going to help him out. So, Yeah, I'm not too sure if that's a buff for Kayron, but I'm pretty sure if it's fixing something that wasn't happening for him, that's going to be really solid for him. But once again, I don't play the dude, so I'm not 100% sure. An issue with a void effect of Chapter 2 boss. Okay, that's not too... An issue where the game could freeze under certain conditions. Other adjustments. What's this? Combat Kayron VA credit will be corrected. Okay, they must have had a typo in the credits of the VA. And that is it. So this is their rushed update to try and, alleviate some of the pain points of the chaos, which I'm happy with. But obviously they put in their dev notes that they will have a bunch of other stuff. But, some of the equipment's getting buffed, some of the cards getting buffed, and some of the 4-piece sets getting buffed. But I don't think these are... Maybe some characters will now want these based on numbers over the other characters, but I still think some it's not going to work as strong on them. So I think maybe with the order set, maybe this could be big for Yuki specifically, because she does, when she combos off, she does play a lot of cards. So she plays one, then she's got 10%, then she's got 20%. And if she's doing like a full chain combo, well, maybe this becomes the best set on her instead of having like attack crit damage, you know what I mean? So we'll have to wait and see how that pans out. I do know some people are experimenting with the one cost crit 4 set, but yeah, maybe this because it actually fundamentally changes the function in that you only need 2 stacks, so it ramps quicker and gives more damage. So maybe that's going to be a thing, but we'll have to wait and see, do some testing and run some calcs. But anyway, that is the patch notes that we've got coming. Let me know any thoughts you guys have. Once again, I'm glad they're jumping onto these things when they see issues pretty quick. Like, this is a quick response time, which I'm really happy with, and keen to see when they do all the other changes that they mentioned in their dev notes. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.